Hello, model railroaders. This is John back with John's Railroad. Back to my 3D ship that I've been working on. This is part 2. Just wanted to show you where I was at. As you probably can see, it's quite a bit different from what it was the last time. I'm going to kind of be zooming in and out, and hopefully I don't go too fast. I've done a little bit of work on making my cabin updated. Doing a lot of railings. I'm going to try and zoom in. This is really kind of tough to get some good angles. There'll be good pictures of it. I'm still working on my stairs there, and I got to make the railings for all the stairs going up on both sides over here, and then the little ones going up to the second level to the pilot house. So I got to work. I'm working on that. I made my hatch covers. There's 20. And then I did the back. I'm going to zoom back out again because I'm really close. Oops, not that far. And I got a little more detail to go on that. You can kind of see it from there. So that's come out pretty good. I still got to put the mast and this cable supports and things like that on there. And as I mentioned before, I may end up throwing a loader or a self-unloader boom on it in time, and I also have to make the gantry, the hatch cover gantry for it. So, but it's come a long way. It may not look like it other than me setting pieces on, but the whole hull now is actually glued together. The top is glued on. The foam part is glued to the plastic. The anchor holes are done. I've spent a lot of time working on this thing. It's kind of, it doesn't maybe look like it, except for the last video, there was none of this, the hatch covers weren't on it, and a lot of the back wasn't on it as well either. So, but it's, she's come quite a ways. It is, again, it's 6 foot 4 inches long is what it comes out to be, and with the staff that'll stick out the front, it'll be about 6 foot 7 inches, something like that. So it's pretty big. It's extremely light because a lot of it's foam. On the inside, what I did along the hull, I'm going to zoom back out just a little bit more so you can really see. What I ended up doing was, because I didn't have the original, because this was a kit, as I mentioned before, all I had was the outer shell only, and I had to cut that down to this shape. But what I did on the inside is I just took some foam, Gorilla glued it for supports to hold the top, the flat part of the hull. And that's all glued in. The sides are glued in. I clamped it also. It's really square and nice and straight. So that part's good. I got a little bit to do of gluing right over here by where the stairs go up on both sides. That's pretty much it. And then maybe I'll probably do a little caulking around the top of the pilot house area because there's some little seams in some of the areas. So that part should be sealed up really nice when it's done. So, but it's come out good. The mast on there, I don't know if that's going to stay. It's just one I had. I'm not going to go with a real tall one on here. It's going to be a little more modern, as you can tell by the hatch covers. The hatch covers, I may change those a little bit possibly. I think they're just a tad too thick this way, and the length of them is good, but the thickness, the width of them this way, I think is a little wide. Haven't decided if I'm going to swap that out or not. So, but I got, like I say, I got 20 of those on here, and I could actually, if I wanted to, I could put 2 more on there, but I'm leaving room in the back in case I decide to put the self-unloader on there, which I've already got designed and made, or not made, but designed in a way where I can print one out and put it on. I'm probably going to print one out anyways, just to set it on there from time to time, because I think it'll look pretty neat. It's really a nice ship. It's going to be, I think it's going to be one of the nicest ones I've ever made anyways, and I know it's still amateur, but it will look pretty nice when it's done. Once I get all the railings around the pilot house area, because I still got all the lower railings to go around everything, and then of course the stair railings and the supports in here. There's a lot of things I have to do yet. It's nowhere near complete. I still got to build a little set of stairs going up to the pilot house where the door will be right there. It's got to be a little, about 3 steps up to that. So there's a lot of things I still have to do. And I'm still toying around with the idea of putting a little set of railings around the top of the pilot house too. I think that might look kind of cool. So, but that's really all I've got right now as far as where I'm done. What I am probably going to do next is, this stuff is just sitting on here right now. I mean, the whole front structure it's just sitting on there, so I can pick it right off there. And same thing with that whole back area there. The whole rear aft section, that just comes off. And I'm going to take that off and take all them hatch covers, because they're literally just sitting on there spaced out, you know, just to give you guys an idea what it's going to look like. So, and then I'll have a few more pictures so you can check it out too at the end of this video. But the next step will be to paint this thing. I've been looking for a good spray paint that I can use to paint the hull and yeah, basically just the red part. And we'll see how what I end up coming up with on that. That's going to probably take me a little bit of time to figure out a good color for it. I'm going to have to do some shopping on that, because I'm kind of particular. I really like the color that the hatch covers are. Now, just to note, them hatch covers, and I don't know what it is about my 3D print red I use, it is about 3 shades darker than what this thing is showing. It's much darker. These are bright. It's quite a bit darker than what you're seeing here. I mean, it's not like maroon, but it's just darker red. So that part, I have to find a color that matches it. But I am going to still paint over those. And then I have to put the railings on the side. I won't put the railings going all the way down the side until after I paint it. So, and then once that's even done, I'll probably give it one more coat just to kind of even out the whole thing. Then at that point, I will glue the cabin, the front and rear structures down, and start wiring, doing a little bit of wiring or cabling, and then and probably at some point I'm going to put some lettering on it. It's not going to be a typical ship that's in service right now. It's just going to be a made-up name that I'm going to call it. It might even be named after me. I don't know. We'll see. So, or somebody I know, whatever. But but it'll still have all the Interlake steamship logos and things like that on it. So, but it's going to look pretty cool. And another thing I thought of what I am going to do is, for now, until I get the layout going, I am going to put it back behind the trains on this lower shelf. I'm going to take that mountain scene out of there and put a water background in there and just set it there for now, because it's so big. I don't really have a place to just let it sit around without the potential of it getting damaged, and I don't want that to happen. So anyways, that's kind of all I got, and I just wanted you guys to see what I've got. I know this isn't a big popular thing for a lot of you guys who are want to watch my railroad stuff, but this is still something I love to do with a passion. And I have actually made several different types of ships over the last year, and I've sold a few of them and given some away to family members and things like that. But these I really love making these. And if you followed me from before, you would remember I make them out of foam as well. And ones are a lot cheaper looking. But I'm not giving up on that. I'm gonna probably still do some more work on doing the foam ones, but using 3D parts to enhance them. So I think that should work out pretty good. So I'll let you know when I do that. So anyways, this is all I got and for this time, and thanks for watching, and send me any comments you want. Thanks.